Well, it looks like our new pond is really low. I didn't have any water flowing in it over the week. Well, darn it, the new section sunk about a foot. Got to do something about reinforcing the berm, the sides of the bank, so it doesn't do that. Definitely not going to tie the two ponds together. Going to leave that wall, keep them separate. I'm going to pump the water out, and I'm going to plug up that drain pipe that comes into the side here. I think it's going back up the pipe, especially when it's drier, and back up into the meadow. Sun's coming up over the wetlands. I ran the pump all night so I could get enough water out to fix that drain tile pipe, remove it, plug it up, whatever I need to do, so maybe that will help prevent the pond from draining. Originally I thought it would bring water in, but apparently when it gets too deep it pushes it back out. At least that's my thought. Hope I can fix it. Still plenty of water in here for the creek chub. Pipe's under the mud here somewhere. That's the bentonite that I put in there. I'm going to try to save it. Use it in some areas like over here by the drain, which as you can see is pretty soft dirt. There's the drain tile, the terracotta pipe, and water is coming out. I don't know if that's from the meadow or from the pond having been backed up into it, but I'm going to plug it up just the same. Well, since I exposed the terracotta pipe, I'm going to go ahead and get some of this muck and bentonite that's not doing any good right here and maybe repurpose it. Well, I pulled out the pipe, stuck some rocks deep into the pipe that was about 2/3 of a terracotta tile, and put a bunch of clay packed in there and put a big rock on top. I think that'll hold it. Well, I thought I'd plug the pipe, but clearly water is still leaching through. There must be a lot of pressure coming from the meadow's runoff. So what do? I think my only option here is to dig up the pipes on the other side of the berm, block them off, reroute them. There's the hole I dug on the other side, and I found the pipe. Can't see it now because the water's coming through so quickly. You can hear it. It's down there, but there's the seam between two pipes. So I'm going to have to dig some more out to remove the pipe. I got one pipe out. Strangely enough, water is coming from both sides, from the pond side and from the meadow. Yet this is higher than the pond level right now. So I don't know where it's coming from. That'd be the left side. See, the pond's lower now than this hole. Yet water spilling in from the pond and the meadow. Go figure. I dug out 3 sections of this drain tile, the terracotta pipe, and now I'm going to stuff some clay. Doesn't look like clay, but it really is pretty good clay when it's wet, down the pipe that you can't see. It's submerged here, as far as I can under the berm, hopefully to block any transfer of water in or out. I repurposed the terracotta piping to hold back the clay that I packed in there, covering up the pipe that leads into the pond. I'm going to fill up the pond again. I'm just going to watch what happens here. Like I said earlier, I'm eventually going to reroute this pipe that leads from the meadow to go around the berm and into the wetlands. Well, this is unexpected. The hole here where the terracotta drain tile was is now overflowing with water. So what's the source of the water? We're putting a garden stake and a flag so that we can see the hole before we drive or walk into it. It's a lot higher level than the pond, that's for sure. The source of the water has got to be the meadow. What do you think, Shadow? I've got 2 pumps in the seasonal stream and Fox Run filling up the ponds.
Finding its way to the wetlands.
Could it be a spring? Water's still flowing out of the meadow. We did get some rain last night. Very clear water now. This is my new mini pond. Sorry geese, got some work to do. Now you can see the pipe that comes into this hole. I'm going to clear it away a little bit, clean it out. I built a miniature dam out of clay just to see how deep this little puddle will get from the runoff from the meadow. Be able to gauge that from that terracotta pipe there that I'm using to block the topsoil I put there for seeding. The new section of the pond is almost full to the top. Here's my mini pond. This is the approximate alignment of the terracotta pipe, some of which is still under the berm, but I removed 4 sections here where the puddle is. All this is water that's draining from the meadow. Wonder what I'm going to do with this section. I could just drain it with a French drain, or I could expand the pond or make a separate pond. All kinds of ideas.